You want a story? I'm at the world's weirdest boarding school. Within a couple of years, there was a girl in my year who we're going to call Sarah, who I become completely obsessed with. And by the time I'm about 14 years old, I pluck up the courage to ask this Sarah girl to be my girlfriend, and to my shock, she says yes. I ask her just before we go on half-term break. We got about a week in school, hanging out. My dreams have come true. And then we go home for half-term. All the way back in 2007, we didn't really have a way of speaking every day. But trust me, every single day of that half-term, I was thinking about how lucky I was to finally be with the girl of my dreams, Sarah. At the end of half-term, we'd go to London Victoria Station where a coach would take us back to school. I get to the coach, I see my best friend, who we'll call Femi, and I say, Femi, I can't believe how gassed I am to be with Sarah. I was thinking about her all half term. I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna get to hang out with her again. And Femi says, Johnny, I don't know how to tell you this, but when we get back to school, Sarah is gonna break up with you. Bearing in mind, we'd only been together for 2 weeks. I'd been in love with this girl for 2 years, and I was devastated to hear that. And it wasn't only the fact she was breaking up with me, that I knew it was coming. And I'd made such a song and a dance about how much I liked this girl, and now I was gonna be humiliated. Go back to school, I actually just confront her immediately to pull the band-aid off, and she says, yeah, I don't wanna be with you. Over the next 2 years, my love for Sarah does not decrease, it only increases. And I actually remember it got to a point where I was randomly chatting to someone who was 2 years older than me, walking down the main road in our school once, and he said, how are you getting on with Sarah, by the way? I said, how do you know about that? He said, the whole school knows you're in love with Sarah. A year and a half later, when I was 15, I thought I was making progress. Femi once again tried to broach the subject for me with her. Some of you will know I was coming down the stairs. I heard the conversation they were having, and she said she would never be interested in me. I was just a lank with a twitch, because I used to have a nervous twitch. We then get to 16 years old, and I do something dark. Part 2 coming. You can have that one.